again, if you look at this picture, you look at me right now, it's easy to see that the left arm and the club shaft are not forming a straight line. The inward bend we get right here gives us that big range of motion so it can whip the club fast. The two arms together with the club shaft kind of look like the capital letter Y. If you look at the second picture, once again, the left arm and the club shaft are not forming a straight line. It's the other kind of not straight line. It's the outward bend. 160-degree angle of 180 is a straight line. Now, if you took the handle of any club and you moved it that far forward, the club face would tend to be wide open if I did it. But we learned last time that when you get your hands ahead, you're going to be turning it over in a way that's going to get it back to square, and it's going to change your left wrist position. But here's the important thing. I'm going to take this exact picture as you're looking at it. I'm going to stand up without changing my wrist or hands and point the handle of the club at my belt buckle and the other end at you. When I do that, the club face is pointing at 10 o'clock on the clock dial. That is your job. Okay? You have to start with it at 12 o'clock and return it to 10 o'clock because your hands are not going to be here when you hit. They're going to be way up there. So in 0.2 of a second, you got to get the left leg less bent, right heel off the ground, knees and hips way to the left of feet, shoulders, hands way ahead, club reel closed. No one's going to think about all that. So what we're going to do today to make it easy is we're going to use what's called a drill. Today's drill is called the impact fix. The idea behind it is to put or to fix your body into all the components of impact at address to make yourself look like that picture. The idea being that if you start from the place you want to end up, it should be easier to return to the same place than it would be to start to one place and return to a different place. Watch how I'll do it. A normal address to begin with. Now, I'm going to move my body forward, twisting the hips open until the left leg is less bent and the right heel is off the ground. Please notice that when I got the hands to go this far forward, I let the club face point way to the right. Okay, we're going to fix that in a moment, but if I look across myself right now, it sure looks to me like if I got my hands this far forward, the ball would start to the right of my target. Now, keeping my hands up here, not moving them back, I'm going to put the club face back to square. That feels so close to me that it feels like if I did that, it would certainly make the ball want to curve to the left in the air. So both the things we're trying to accomplish here, start it right and hook it in, are built into the look and the feel of this position. Now here's the hard part. You have to start a backswing from here. Obviously we're going to have to put the right heel down right away. At the same time you put the heel down, you have to start the club back. If you ask me what I was thinking about there, I'll be goddamned if I can tell you. But that's the right answer, isn't it? If you're thinking, you're stinking. You got to go. Okay, now the thing that will start to happen after a while is your body will become familiarized with those positions, and the movements are going to not just be commonplace, but they're going to be fast and smooth and repeatable. But then here's the question: what will happen when you go back to a normal address? Will it be better, worse, or the same? Well, almost universally, when you go back to a normal one, you'll be quite a bit worse. Why? Well, because you have to think again. Okay? Your body's not used to doing this. So, how many would we need to do of this drill before it would be part of your DNA? You wouldn't have to think about it anymore. Here's an interesting number. How about 5,000? Okay, now that bucket right there holds 200 balls. If we had 5 of them there, that'd be 1,000. If we had 25 of them sitting here, it would look like a lot of balls. But in the life of a golfer, 5,000 balls is a millisecond. Okay, so how about this? You do 5,000 impact fixes in a row, and then you try one regular address. Now, if you had done that many in a row, then you might just get to the top of the backswing and whoa, it would be so common to you, you would do it every time. 5,000 is a lot to ask. I'm asking for 5. So I want 5 impact fixes in a row, and then one regular address. Now, if you're like most people, what's going to happen is on the one regular address, something will be missing. It won't start to the right as well, it won't hook in as well, it won't be quite as solid. Undaunted, continue, 5 more impact fixes in a row, and then a second regular address. Now, if your second regular address shot hits a better shot than the first one did, then you get to decrease the ratio. You get to go from 5 to 1 to 4 to 1. It's not getting better, you stay at 5 to 1. But eventually you'll be all the way down to 1 to 1. You'll be alternating impact fix, regular address, impact fix, regular address. When the sound, look, and feel of the ball coming off the club is the same from either position, then and only then do you wean yourself off the impact fix. Now, most people wean themselves off too early for 2 specific reasons. Number 1, they feel like they look like a horse's ass doing this. There is some validity to that. However, is it better for you to hit the ball very well from an unfamiliar position and say, man, I got to learn to do this? Or is it better for you to hit a ground ball and say, why do I suck so bad? That's easy. It's a shortcut. The second reason people get off this too early is much more insidious for the intellectual player. Really smart people get off the impact fix too early because they feel as though they've, quote, got it, unquote. See, intellectually, you have it. You've seen Mr. Hogan's picture. You're going to hit a couple good ones from that position real quickly, but you don't hit it with your intellect, you hit it with your body, don't you? And will your body have this immediately? No, it's going to take a little while. You want to think of it as the same way you would teach a dog to do a trick. If you want a puppy to roll over, you don't give him a book to read up on it. You don't beat the hell out of him if he's not rolling over. You should grab him and you should roll him over a few times, wait poised with the dog biscuit. If he turns his head, he gets it. Next time he's got to go farther. Pretty soon he knows what's going on. See, really successful driven people, when they start to fail at something, they say, come on, you're not trying, concentrate. That's not what this is. This is a feel. So once you acquire the feel, you'll have it forever. Until you have it, you'll always struggle and say, why am I not doing well? Okay, so one more time. Normal address first. Twist out of the way, left leg less bent, right heel off the ground, let it point to the right. Look across yourself and see how easily you'd start it right. Put it back to square, then drop the heel and go. Feel like you can go through that and go back to normal, you'll be just fine. Any questions?
You're making it so easy.
No, I don't. One other thing, I've been doing these classes for 28 years, something like that, and this has been the best, most attentive, most coordinated athletic class I've had in the last 5 years. You guys are really doing well, okay? So, Christmas is coming. I have some business cards there. If anybody wants to take some private lessons, I will take $200 off the series rate for this very talented group. So, you guys decide if you want to do that. All right, thank you. Let's get going.
我们今天来洗一下小灰。
Don't worry, just follow my instructions, okay? Trust me. Go back a little bit. Turn that way. That way. Slowly, okay?
他先把我们给打湿，然后进去洗。问了月卡，居然不是 Family Plan， 我以为是 Family Plan 呢。Family Plan 就一块儿就都可以用，几个车都可以用，但它其实不是。哇，下雪了。呵呵。这个我们擦干，然后又洗又冲一下。然后最前面还有烘干、吹风机。等它那个绿灯闪的时候再切回 D 档。哇，崭新如初。今天那个网球不是高尔夫球教练还给我们说，可以拿他的名片。他说我们比较有天赋，他可以给我们带私教，200一节课好像是，还有什么专业高尔夫球手运动员是 是什么名人堂的成员，大学高尔夫名人堂成员。